All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. This is Dante Takashi, and I'm streaming on YouTube because Twitch is boring for me. And I'm here to throw my little opinion while I'm playing the game and throw my opinion out there for everything else because I'm actually a casual gamer slash I'm a casual slash gamer slash booty call slash plot spot. Okay, let me stop jumping around. I'm a gamer. Period. Okay, I'm just a gamer. Okay, I don't have no, I don't have no, this the quick definition of what kind of gamer I am. I'm just a gamer. Anyway, I'm gonna throw in, yeah, I'm throwing my fucking opinion out here about Lost Ark. Okay, I've been playing it for about what, a week or so. Yeah, I did. Yeah. But I will say the game is well. Here's the thing: as hardcore gamers play it, right? So the reason why I'm putting my opinion out here, right? Because I know people out here will put better opinions out there. Because hardcore gamers who stream hardcore gamers who put their life into video games, stream video games, put their life into video games. So they basically a bunch of no life fucking scrubs who don't fucking have a life, nor have a job. So I'm gonna throw my opinion out here and tell you about Lost Ark. Lost Ark is, as the rest of the hardcore gamers say, it is fun. The game is fun. The story is boring, but it's fun. Well, I don't say that. Well, I won't say that. No, actually, let me rephrase it. Okay, the story is not boring. The story is just corny. That's the best I can just say it. It's very corny, but it's a good story. It's a good story. If you're new to Asian, storytelling, I can say Lost Ark will give you a decent story. It's better. Like it's better than World of Warcraft story. It actually really is. It's actually the game is actually have a better storytelling than fucking Shadowlands does. So that's very no, we don't go that far. There are some Western title games that actually have better story than this shit. but the game itself has a good story. It's a good story. It's not a bad story, nor is it not a great story either. I always say like not for a long time. well, what I will say is this: like this game compete with Final Fantasy's MMO story? Hell no! It's not even close. The Final Fantasy 14 story base it's fucking. Let's be honest, it's fucking times better than this shit. It really is. And the thing is that, and also the reason why I say this too, also right, because the story looks like it pulled a cheese move and borrowed some ideas from Final Fantasy 14. That's my honest opinion. Like I feel like this game has borrowed some story ideas from Final Fantasy 14. That's what I feel. Some, not all, but some, because the plot sounds a little bit similar, a little bit, and there's some areas that has some close, relatively um, theme ideas, but it's fine. It's whatever. You know, um, you know. But the thing is that, like the thing, right? Like what everyone says,
What if they really show up?
like what everyone says, you don't play Lost Ark for the story. You play Lost
What
Ark
if the
for the
demons
experience.
and ghosts? What am I supposed to do?
I mean,
Who
she's a cute girl.
are
But,
you?
yeah. The game has a very, very great
Please be
aesthetic.
careful.
The game is graphical friendly, so you can play this game on a fucking you can play this game on actually on a 1080 and you can play this game on a 1080 series or a 20 series or a 16 series, whatever or a function mode. The game is very, very functional, and it runs pretty good. Right? So there's probably like some things here and there, but it runs really good. The aesthetic of the game is very amazing. I per se for sure it's very amazing. Um, I love the game, how it looks. It's very pretty. And people start saying, "Oh, the graphics looks weird." Bitch, shut up. The graphics looks really good. The Lost Ark looks. If you want to know my opinion, Lost Ark looks way better than Diablo 1, 2, and 3. It even looks better than the fucking Diablo remaster. It looks way better than Diablo remaster by a mile shot. Not even close. Functions really good too, also as well. Also, the character aesthetic cosmetics is very amazing for both male and female. I got worried that Amazon will cause the game to censor just a little bit. I was worried about that a lot, by a mile shot. So I'm glad that Amazon didn't, put their input too much in the game. They did a little bit, like the game did censor some things, like the game did censor some outfits in the West, but they censored the beginning outfits though, so that's a good thing. For the Smile Gate kept their promise, and they'll make sure to add more skippy outfits in the later end game. So I'm happy about that. Some of the outfits are not skippy though in the beginning, but the later outfits will be. So I'm happy that they kept their promise to that. So I'm really happy that they keep their Korean culture aesthetics in the game. So I'm a big fan of it. Pretty much everyone in the West is actually a fan of it. Like if you could see Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, and Mariah Carey and Alicia Keys just shake their ass. If it's okay for Cardi B to wear tight-ass booty shorts, and shake her fucking fat ass on the stage and do the twerk, it's okay for Japanese girls to show some skin. I'm being honest here. Anyway. The game is really fun. The experience is really fun. The monster fights is really fun. The dungeons are really fun. Very fun. This game has a lot of fun things to do, for damn sure. It's a very exciting game. I love it. I'm playing a little bit slow because I have a life. I work, I'm not a fucking full-time streamer and a full-time content creator. And I will be though in the future if the thing goes really well. My stream goes really well. I will definitely doing this for the long term. But you know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, like I said, in my opinion, the story is shit, but it's not horribly shit. Okay? The story is pretty good. Like I said, it's not close. It's not even close to Final Fantasy, but the story tells a better story than World of Warcraft by a mile shot. Hell, it tells a better story than Diablo 3. So the storytelling is way better than what Blizzard ever put out. But it's not even close to Final Fantasy. So the game is functioning really good. I'm glad, like I said before, I'm glad that Smilegate did not censor the game harshly. I'm really glad they didn't, because what us Westerners love is Asian expression. We love when Asia, express their culture. I love when Asia express their style. You know what I mean? Whether it's skimpy or fashionable or sexy. I need a culture perspective to play with. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, oh, look at it, a male is talking about being sexy. Ha ha ha. Bitch, please, you men out there, don't be a fucking dumbass. These male, listen here, viewers, if you're watching this, when you watch my this, right? When you're watching this, viewers, right? Do not believe what these male feminists are saying, okay? Don't believe what male feminists are saying. These male feminists are so phony. These are the same male feminists who watch Pokimane and Amaranth in a hot tub. These are the same male feminists who watch Amaranth do a blowjob on ASMR with a microphone. These are the same people who watch freaking a random Latin girl who is wearing wearing freaking capris or wearing what you call those things, those tight ass pants, wearing one of those clothes, and watching her fucking scrutinize her little who puts her back out because she has no ass, and watch her do watch her do a blowjob. These are the same male feminists who pretend like, this girl's too revealing, this girl's too sexy, but yet you watch fucking girls do blowjobs on a microphone and watch them in a hot tub wearing bikini. So don't give me that crap. And you're the same males who fuck your girlfriend in bed and you love it. So you saying that a virtual character that does not exist cannot look sexy? That's stupid. It's really, really stupid. It's a very ignorant way to think. But guess what? If it weren't for these fancy girls wearing these outfits, wearing these skimpy outfits, wearing, sexy clothes, guess what happened? You be having a boner every time you go in the street seeing a girl's ass. Let's be real. These fancy girls are actually controlling your behavior. And honestly, I think being sexy is artistic. What happened to these people? Like these fake ass male feminist hipsters, they pretend that they care about how women dress and all this crap. I remember back in the day, these fucking same male feminist hipsters, they cheer when a woman goes naked in New York City Times Square and expressing her artful body. Like a woman go like these hipsters, like these female hipsters, they get really high, right? And they go full blown naked in Times Square. They've done this before. There's a documentary about this on HBO. They went full blown, hella nude. They went big nude in Times Square. Everyone saw them. It was funny. So, it was really interesting to hear male feminists complain about some ignorant, dumb shit like that. So it was really, really ignorant. But like I said before, I'm glad that I'm glad that the Korean developer, the Korean director of this game, he kept his promise and he kept the game to its original state. He did a few changes. He decided on some few changes because of Amazon's fucking dumbass mandate. So, which I'll get to shortly. So in the beginning of the game, a few, aka 3 armor sets are censored, to appeal fucking Amazon's fucking dumbass mandate. And they changed a few characters' color of their skin. I don't know why. Amazon, this is a Korean game. Amazon, this is a Korean game. It's not a real game, okay? It's not Amazon. It's not real people. It's not modern day. It's a fantasy game made in Korea. There's no mandates being needed. It's not modern day. You take away the fantasy, okay? That's for one. But other than that, I'm glad that the Korean director, he kept his promise and kept it the way it is. So I'm happy about that. So now let's put that. Now let's get the way. Okay. So what do I rate this game? I'll rate this game an average, a 7, basically. Now I rate it a 7 because I'm not expecting this game to be, the end all, the kill all and all. But I'm rating this a 7 because it's actually a really good running game. Everything in the game is really fun. The monsters are really fun. The characters in the game are really fun, and everything, all this. Now, also the reason why I'm rating it a 7 as well because of one thing, the pay shot. Everyone, listen, pay to win, okay? It doesn't matter if it doesn't help you win. Repeat, pay to win is pay to win, regardless of PvP and PvE. There's no way around looking at it, okay? If you're buying an acceleration boost to help you to excel in the game towards getting better gear, or getting better gear, or it's a little faster to go surpass someone else, then you know what I'm saying, it's that's pay to win. You know what I mean? If you're trying to excel at something, it's pay to win. You know what I'm saying? If you're using a shop that is not mechanically, if you're using a shop that gives you something that has not been offered in game, it's pay to win. Okay? Now, cosmetics are fine. Now, in my opinion, if you're trying to buy cosmetics in game, I'm okay with that. Having a little fun time being a fashion designer is fine. But the thing also Final Fantasy is doing a better job of that as well. See, Final Fantasy is doing a great job of that. They do sell some things in the online store that is fashion, but Final Fantasy is doing a better job at fashion department. No one else ain't doing a good job at that. Final Fantasy. Let's be honest. Final Fantasy is the king when it comes to this shit. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the game. Honestly, the game does not affect PvP. Like I said before, the game does not affect PvP. The game does, though, affect PvE. You know what I'm saying? If you're paying a way to shortcut through the game, right? Now here's the thing, right? Now think about this, right? What about your girlfriend? What about your girlfriend who want to play with you, right? And you're just one-shotting the entire mob because you didn't want to invite her over, right? What about your, how are you going to teach your girlfriend how to play the game properly? What if she's becoming better than you? And also, when you excel at the level end, you're going to cost yourself to the mechanics improperly. And this is why some gamers prefer to have play with people who took their time, play the game. Now, in my opinion, I wish Lost Ark could sell cosmetics and also, fun pets. You see, them selling cosmetics are fine and fun pets. Honestly, I'm very glad that they added pets in the game to get it in game. I'm really glad about that. Now, cosmetics, I'm okay with cosmetics to be, selling in the store. So, I'm fully good with that. I'm gonna kill them. So, I'm fine with them doing that. So, it's okay with that. Wait, I'm gonna fucking lose? What the fuck is this? What the hell is this? Ships. Wait, this is like fucking shit. But yeah, I'm fine with that. They do doing all that. But yeah, it's not my cup of tea. They selling boosts. But let's be honest though, Final Fantasy 14 sells boosts as well. Every game sells boosts, but I don't like it. Honestly, I kind of wish that no game sells boosts. I'd rather do things naturally. It's the further than the truth. But the thing too also is that I have a life, and sometimes my life interrupts me, so it's fine, And plus, honestly, in my opinion, I think video games should need to do a better job at, XP as well. So I think games need to do a better job at giving away XP. Damn sure. Because this whole nonchalant thing about you'd be a hardcore gamer to be honest about XP, you'd be a hardcore gamer to raid, all this shit is stupid. Okay.
Now that we've beaten back the band.
Anyway, Lost Ark is good. It's a good game. I love it. It's fun, and I'm really enjoying it. So there you go. Now, let's talk about Amazon. Now, the one thing I'm upset with Lost Ark, right? The one thing I'm upset with Lost Ark is that Lost Ark went to Amazon to port this to the West. They could have they could have let Steam done this. Steam could have done this really easily, but they went to Amazon for the servers. Now, I know what you mean by Amazon, but Amazon does not have a great track record when it comes to servers. If people remember, New World has some shit issues with their servers as well. The only reason why Lost Ark went to Amazon because Amazon has more servers. That's the truth. Amazon has more servers, but they have more servers that they can't even manage. And also they underutilized as well with the servers. Also, monetization is very shit, and also Amazon is having this CRT. Amazon having this activist-y behavior right now, and it's trying to modern day everything in their fucking things they grab. Things they have grabbed, things they make deals for, who they partner with. They keep trying to do this activist-y bullshit in modern day everything. And this is another thing by Amazon they have a fucking problem with. Amazon can not hold an IP until they fucking change their behavior. If they don't change the behavior, then what's the point of them getting an IP? This is the thing. Honestly, if I was Smilegate, I'd rather get to Square Enix. I'd rather get to Square Enix or Riot. Like, I would honestly, Lost Ark could have like make a deal with Riot and give it to Riot.
Now that we've beat
If you want, in my opinion, I don't think it's like a good idea to give Amazon like the ability to Alright, let's go here. This first let me turn this custom inventory before I Excuse me. But yeah, Amazon is not really good when it comes to IP holding because they're really shit at it. They're really shit at it. That's kind of frustrating with Amazon. I like the Prime though. His thing, right? I understand, like, you know, because like his thing, right? Lord of the Rings, New World, all this stuff. Let's be honest, they do it for Prime. Okay, they do it for Prime. Amazon is the thing. As long as you have these drivers deliver my mail at the correct address where I live, as long as my stuff comes on time on the date of early promise, we at good terms. Okay? As long as you make the Amazon Prime cheaper, we at good terms. Other than that, I'm not gonna buy Amazon Prime to watch a fucking shitty Lord of the Rings movie or Lord of the Rings TV show. Cause holy crap, that shit's crap. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. It's crap. It's gonna be crap, guys. It's gonna be really crap. That shit. Look, that shit looks like fucking modern day. Everyone's playing cosplay version of Game of Thrones. That thing looks fucking. That looks awful. And I heard that in the fucking lore, the doors have beards. If I'm correct, right? The doors have beards, right? So why does these women? Why does the black woman in the Lord of the Rings the Rings of Power, right? Why the black woman doesn't have a beard? I mean, it's not that hard for them to get a beard for that woman, you know? You just put it on. Oh, wait. It won't look sexy. First of all, who gives a shit if it looks sexy? It's a fucking dwarf. Who fucking falls in love with a dwarf? Fucking hell. No insult to midgets, though. No insult to midgets. No meanness to midgets, though. I'm gonna put it out there right now. I'm not gonna be mean to midgets now. I love midgets, you know. I love midgets. They're fun too, you know. But like, I gotta be honest though. Like, I'm like, you know, like the thing is that I'm okay with midgets. The thing is that if you're gonna fucking put in a dwarf, right, in this movie, why the fuck you don't give him a beard and not follow the lore? You see, I told my friend this at my job, right? But he quit now, but I told my friend this at my job. Is this right? This is the same thing goes with God of War. Why in the hell will you tamper with a lore, a normal mythology lore, right? and take advantage of the fact that there's just a fantasy version of God of War, but you're going to tamper. You're going to tamper with the material of the God of War. Now I'm like, oh well, you know it's fantasy, you know it's just like fantasy. Here's the thing, guys. Do not ever take the idea that if they added in this perception in a game, like they're trying to cultural appropriate things, right? Don't take cultural appropriation in these games to, you know, to a fair task. Because the thing is this, let's be honest, right? If a company culture appropriates a game, what's gonna happen, right? It takes away from the fantasy. The last thing you want to do is for cultures to be ruined. Okay, so where I need to go now? Okay, so anyway, what I was saying is that cultural appropriation, it's not good when it comes to corporations, okay? It's not good. It's not good. The material is going to be shit, okay? Look, you want to know, okay, listen, I'm a black, listen, as a black man, right? As a black man and also partially Latino, right? Their idea of cultural appropriation is like smoking pot and thinking the most ignorant shit ever. Okay, first of all, and another thing too, also, right? I do not like the idea that I don't like the idea when Amazon or any other company. I don't like the idea that Amazon or any other company they self-insert a POC into an IP that has already been set up and branded based on the pump of the location. That's number one. Number two, I do not like the idea when these companies half shave a hair off of a black woman or a other woman of POC. Every time I watch a movie from these companies, these black women, and mostly black women, they turn them into white people and shave their head on the side and they wear glasses and make them say the most corniest jokes. Knowing the fact that black folks are the most funniest race in the country, right? But you're not letting them do that, right? You make them read your corny ass lines and say, oh, this is fly, oh, this is swell, oh, this is jugular. Black folks don't talk like that. Not even a civilized black woman don't talk like that. They really don't. As a person who lived in the hood as a person who grew up living in poverty for over like my life, I know for damn sure. I used to live in the Bronx back in the '90s. I used to live in like, you know, I used to live like around the upstate areas as well, where like around black communities. They don't talk like this. They really don't. Back in the day, listen here, right? Back in the day, us black folks, we watched UPN and also WP when and they showed a lot of black cultures at the time. Like back in the day, people didn't watch NBC. People didn't watch ABC. People couldn't afford cable. Back in the day, if you couldn't afford cable, what do you watch? WP, WB, and UPN. UPN at the time was black entertainment. Before BT was well known for it. UPN was very well known for black entertainment. So it was good times. But yeah, like these companies, they know everything about black folks, and they really don't know much about black folks. Their idea of black folks is like, oh, we should do this and do that. Here's the thing. Okay, not trying to be racist here, okay? But Caucasian people in a given community, or or minority of black folks, right? The minimum, the small amount, right? The small amount, the minimum amount of black folks, right? Here's a 1% black folks, and also Caucasian people, right? They used to live in these quiet communities that is very hard to get in because of the pricing. Okay, you know what they watch? Back in the day, they watched Fantasy Island. Let's be honest, that show's pretty funny though. I ain't gonna lie. They watch Western movies, Fantasy Island. They watch Three's Company. They watch Full House all the time, and they also watch
I'm sorry.
Damn, kill these people here. They watch Full House all the time. They watch Three's Companies. They used to watch the Silver Spoons. Yeah, Silver Spoons. You won't believe how I know that show. Western movies. They used to watch Madlock. They used to watch the what can we call that fucking one show? I was watching it recently before. It was pretty good. Oh, that war movie series, that war TV series. What's it called? Shit. It's like these army people who's fighting in the World War. But yeah, I can't remember the shit of it. I can't remember the damn name of it. But what I'm trying to say is this, right? What I'm trying to say is that don't like. Here's the thing. What I'm trying to say is this, right? Hollywood white writers do not know what black folks want when it comes to art. They don't know nothing what black folks want for entertainment. Black folks do not ask for self-insertion. Black folks want their own platform to create their own TV show, and all of this. Eddie Murphy fought for his own TV show, so did Martin. So did Ice Cube. Ice Cube fought really hard to Friday. Yeah. Us black folks in poverty, we watch Friday. White folks didn't watch Friday. The liberal ones didn't watch Friday either. The liberal people, they don't watch Friday. They didn't watch Friday. Ice Cube created Friday, right? Us black folks are watching it most of their lives. Some white people watch it too as well. Some white folks who were living in poverty as well. They used to watch UPN. They used to watch WB. The white folks who live in poverty. They used to watch a lot of shit that we used to watch, and also people who are Hispanic as well. They watch the same shit as well. The Martin Lawrence TV show, the Wayans Brothers, Martin and Moesha, and the Parkers, and the Hugleys, all this other shit. Honestly, Del Hughley, I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. He fucking sold out. Let's be honest, he sold out. So yeah, those we had these black shows that we watched before. You see, like this thing. These shows, the Wayans Brothers, the Martin Lawrence TV show back in the day, and Sister, and I said Wayans Brothers already, right? Moesha and the Parkers, right? All these TV shows that was shown on UPN, right? They were not really for black people. It's just that it was on those networks. That was on the satellite network, the antenna network. They was on the antenna network. Okay, they was on the antenna. Back in the day, those are the shows you could watch on. Those are the shows that you could watch on TV because it was on the antenna. So if you couldn't afford cable and you had an antenna, you can watch all of this. Because during the time when cable came out, black folks, the majority of black folks back in the day, they couldn't afford cable. So because of taking care of their families. Some people single parents trying to raise their kids, all that kind of stuff, right? So they relied on the antenna, and us, we grew up with them watching all these other great shows, and honestly, they were really great. They were on a public broadcast network that run on the antenna. Yes, true, but in reality, these TV shows actually was really, really, really good. We saw Martin Lawrence, before he became a primetime movie star at his best. Oh yeah, Fresh Prince, another one. Fresh Prince was really good. We used to sit, like, I remember back in the day that me and my family, me, my sister, my brother, and my family, we used to sit and wait for Fresh Prince coming on TV a lot, you know, and Martin, and Moesha. We used to watch it all the time at night, you know, before we go to bed, before we go to bed, before school, you know, because it was fun to watch, you know what I'm saying? You see, back in the day, the people who are rich, right, the white rich folks, liberals, elitists, okay? I'm gonna say this right now, elitists, quote unquote elitists, okay? They could afford cable. So the people who could afford cable at the time were watching wrestling, WF, because like, okay, the only WF that was available on broadcasted TV was SmackDown, and I gotta say this right now. Thank you, Vince McMahon, for putting SmackDown on public television. Because back in the day, SmackDown was available on UPN. So thank you, Vince, for that one. Because if it weren't for SmackDown, I wouldn't know about The Rock or Triple H or Stone Cold Steve Austin, all these other popular wrestlers back in the day. So I'm very happy they put it on UPN because I really enjoyed wrestling. Because like I used to stay up I used to be, be up all night as possible to watch SmackDown. Because like it was really fun to watch, and I couldn't wait for it to be on TV, and I was really excited to watch SmackDown. So yeah, that one I was really hyped about. You know, and Kids WB, I knew about Pokemon from all that, about Pokemon because Pokemon got to love them Japanese, you know, all that stuff. You know, so like back in the day, cable was available for mostly rich folks, and back in the day, the people who could afford it were not just white people, but black people too as well, and also Hispanics. The thing is this, right? These TV shows and also the BET network, don't get me started with that one. They're not just for one minority. It's for everyone. It's your choice to watch it. It's your choice to watch it. It's your choice to tune into it. Okay? The thing is that back in the day, the people who could afford cable, right, were rich folks mostly. They could afford the cable box back in the day, and watch wrestling like Raw, and also the pay-per-view events. They can afford to watch that. Boxing, they can afford to watch that. HBO, Showtime, Cartoon Network, and I was really happy we managed to get cable because we watched Cartoon Network, and now Cartoon Network sucks now. And I kind of want to send the cable box back to the office again. Nickelodeon at its prime, like, you know, and also Disney when it was on the cable box, you know, like all these great channels and all that stuff, you know. But back in the day when they were at their prime, when they was at their prime, right now they're not at their prime anymore. So there's no point having cable box anymore, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Martin and Will Smith and D.L. Hughley and Moesha, all these, you know, these IPs, right? All these actors and IPs. Monique, right? That's her name? Yeah, Monique, right? And also, you know, like, it also these all the other there was also Color Pratt, right? She did this one black TV show. It was called she was living with her father. She was living with her father in on this studio apartment, I think it was. But I can't remember the name of it. There was a lot of black entertainment TV shows at the time. It really was. Really good stuff. But yeah, it wasn't just for rich folks, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at here, right? What I'm getting at here is that these companies, right? These companies like Disney, Amazon, and Warner Brothers, Paramount, all these other companies do not know what black people want. They don't know what black people grew up with, and they don't understand what black people want to watch. Because if they really know what black people want to watch, they would have paid attention to the public broadcasting channels that they have been to distribute on TV for us to watch. Okay, black women don't have their hair shaved off in the corner. That's y'all thing. Black people mostly want to have weaves to have long hair. Most black folks would have long. Most black women wants to have long hair. Okay, they want to have long hair, and brush it really good, have a goodly perm, and all this stuff. They want to do more with their hair. Okay, they're not all about shaving it like Why? Here's the thing. Why the hell? Here's the thing that these people don't understand, right? Why the hell black folks wants to cut why most black women will willing to cut their hair off on the side or get a mohawk when they want to grow their hair out? You want to know something here? Most of the times, black women, they buy extensions for their hair because they want to have long hair. What makes you think they want to cut it off? It make no sense. It makes no sense. Hell, most of them buy wigs. It's your thing. It's your thing. It's your thing. Black woman wants to look civilized and beautiful. Y'all want to turn black people into a white robot. No offense, I'm not trying to be racist here now. I'm not trying to be racist here. But y'all trying to turn black people into corporate Caucasian robots. Okay? Because you're giving them these glasses and these suits and all this stuff. Like, honestly, I like to wear baggy pants. I like to wear sneakers or Converse, whatever. I like to wear, these kind of things. Like, I don't, back in the day, black people had to fight really hard to get their own show, to get their own theme, to get their own plot. In these days, y'all made black folks go into an existing IP and insert them into something that they're not comfortable with. And not only that too, also, if no one does not like how the plot is, if the plot don't make no sense, and also the plot is making a certain agenda moment, y'all use black folks, Latino folks, and gay folks as shields. Y'all use them as shields and let them soak all the backlash bullets. And y'all stand behind them, yelling behind their back while they're getting blasted to death by backlashes. And you're like, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, you got a bunch of, you're a bunch of racist behind the black folks, the ethnic folks, like the ethnic folks and the homophobe folks, right? Not the homophobe folks. Yeah, the homosexuals. Yeah, homosexuals. So, as a person, right, who don't give a shit about none of this stuff, right? I don't give a shit about your POC. I don't give a shit about who you fuck with. I don't give a shit about your culture. I believe all cultures should be should be welcome. I don't want a culture to be tampered with just to fit a statement. I'm not with that kind of thing. I'm not. I'm a person that is down with everything. I like everything. What I like everything, I like it when the material is stay the same. The culture, the writing, the story of each creation of the different individuals. Okay? Creativity is special for a reason. The reason why Martin Lawrence is so special in the black entertainment, because it was his own show. It was really fucking funny, and everyone laughed, and they really enjoyed it, and everyone find Martin Lawrence really entertaining. Will Smith, same thing. Fresh of Bel-Air, his own IP, his own plot, his own story. Moesha, sister, they have their own thing. In these days, black folks lately have not been getting their own thing. They've been put into these existing IPs that are made originally by white folks who told a great story. Why self-insert when it's already told greatly? Don't ruin it. There's no need for that. Same thing with females. Why is look at Lifetime? Lifetime is women's entertainment, right? women go to Lifetime to watch women's shows, right? Hell, WB back in the day, back in the day, UPN and WB, they used to have a lot of women, female empowerment TV shows for women. Like the lead characters are women, and the plot it's around this woman, you know, and all of this. Buffy, for example, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? Strong female lead character fighting against vampires, you know, and kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? Hell, even soap operas, right? A strong female doctor. You know, we already have this already. But you guys want to cater to Twitter, who don't even watch UPN. You're catering to an audience on the internet that wasn't even born in the 90s, that haven't even saw Martin, that haven't even saw Wayne's Brothers, that haven't even saw Fresh Prince, they haven't even seen Moesha. Why are you catering to an audience that of these? Why are you catering to a privileged? Why are you catering to these audience with privileged kids who have not even watched these shows? These kids grew up watching Three's Company and watching Silver Spoons. This is the same people who watch fucking Baywatch on fucking TV. So why are you catering to these audiences? They don't know nothing about of these entertainments. They don't. They don't know about black entertainment. They really don't. They don't know nothing about black entertainment because they all their life they had cable. They grew up watching cable. So if you grew up watching cable, what you watch? Cartoons, and we watch cartoons, HBO with the movies, Showtime. You don't watch Martin. They haven't watched Martin. They haven't watched His Sister. They didn't watch none of these stuff. They didn't watch none of this stuff. They didn't. They grew up watching Disney and Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. So so they already had access to these things on cable box. So what makes you think they're going to tune into UPN or WB back in the day? They wouldn't. Or Fox. They wouldn't. They wouldn't, because you know why? They have cable. They have everything to it. They have movies on pay-per-view. They have boxing on pay-per-view, all those stuff. So they don't understand about what black people want. These people who watch cable back in the 90s and always in 2000, they don't know what black folks want. They don't. Because you know why? They don't bother to ask. They assume. They assume. You know what I'm saying? Black folks want their own platform, of their own story, of their own plot, of their own cast. And you know what's funny too also, right? You wanna know what's funny as well? Martin Lawrence TV show, the Wayans Brothers, Moesha, the Parkers, all these other black entertainment TV shows that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all these other TV shows, all these black TV shows, guess what? They were all very diverse. Hell, in Living Color, they brought in white folks, they brought in Latino folks, and all of them, they were all welcomed in. They was already in already. Eddie Murphy, hell, he got a diverse cast in his movies and stuff like that, you know? And guess what? They joke about these kind of things because it was really funny, you know? It was not racist, it was not insensitive, they was joking. It was all whole humor. It was fun. Everyone got along, and everyone make humorous, fun jokes in their movies. It was and there was no apologies. I always say it many times, right? If you know damn well when you make a movie, if you're telling a joke on TV or anything else, right? If you're telling a joke and all that stuff, don't apologize. You know damn well you do nothing wrong. Don't apologize, because the second you apologize, you give them power. They also don't agree with them. You don't agree with activists. Activists does not have a strong leverage when it comes to their points, because their points make no sense. If an activist makes one or two good points, it's not good points. It's only a minor of points. The points has to be about around half or more. If it's not around half or more, without delicate research about your understanding, they will not make no sense when it comes to their topics. They won't. As a matter of fact, it'll go to a negative. You see, two comments that have a good points are negative. Okay? Because you need more information and more proof. Okay? This is the reason why I always say this many times, people, right? I say this many times, right? If someone makes one small minor point, don't agree with them. Because the thing is this. The points that they're making has already been solved. Okay, the points that they complain about and try to connect with has already been solved back in the 80s and 90s. So there's no point to agree with these people. There's no point. For me, I always tune them out. And people said like, well, yeah, there's gonna be a common ground of understanding of these people. You know, like they don't understand nothing. Here's the thing. They really want to listen. If they make basic points about things, why agree with them? If everyone has already have a full agreement of understanding why about this kind of thing, don't agree with them. Because the second you agree with them, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt. Here's the thing. If you agree with their one good point, they turn that one good point into 100 good points. So they make it like, oh, what I'm doing is justifiable. So I'm in the right. I knew it. My one good point actually means a whole lot to one many points. It doesn't. Don't agree with these people, nor apologize to these people. Because the second you apologize to people, they will never understand anything. They won't. They will never learn from their mistakes or anything. It's better to do is this. Do what you do best, continue doing what you've been doing best, and follow along with it. Now, if you're being deliberately racist intentionally, that's another thing. You should scrutinize for that. Yes, but here's the thing though. This is 2022. There's barely anyone racist these days. Like there's 1% of racist people, and it's 1% of radicalized people, both left and right. The right side of the right side of people who are KKK. Here's the thing. There's not a lot of them anymore, okay? Hell, most of them are already dead. And guess what? There's only one racist person left over, and he's our president. So until he's down for count, we have one racist person. We have one racist person left. That's the president in the United States. The president of the United States, okay? And the radicalized people, okay? Now, if you want to talk about someone being racist, now, right? The far left people are the most racist people in the fucking planet. And excuse my language, but the thing is this. These far left people have been very radical and have been stereotyping every race. They still call Latinos Latinx, and they hate it. The Latino people hate it. I'm Latino and I hate it. Okay? It's annoying and it sounds very weird. Okay? And also, when I hear people say Latinx, it gives me a headache. It gives Puerto Rican people headaches. It gives Puerto Rican people headaches. It gives people from Cuba headaches. It gives people from Jamaica headaches. It gives people from South America headaches. Do not ever, don't you ever call a Latino and a Latino person Latinx. Don't you ever call them that. Because guess what? Let's just say here right now, right? If you go to Newark, right? If you go to Newark, or you go to Albany, or you go to New York City, right? And you go into a neighborhood, right? If you go to like these neighborhoods, right? Calm, black, Latino neighborhoods, right? Everyone's having fun, chilling, right? If you say Latinx in the community, you know what's gonna happen? They will knock your ass out. You will actually get beat up for calling Latinx. They hate that word. I heard some things that Latino people will beat your ass up if you misinterpreted their race. Like they really hate that. They really hate that. They will kick your ass in front of their people. Don't you ever say Latinx. It's racist and it's ignorant and it is very annoying. So that's another thing too also as well. And also, excuse me right here. So, and another thing too as well. Shit. Yeah, the far left are basically the most racist jackasses in the fucking country right now. They're far more racist than the KKK. That's scary. If the far left are more racist than the KKK, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something very wrong. You keep stereotyping people all the time. You keep stereotyping the Asians. Hell, They stereotype the Asians all the time. Hell, look at New World. They censor Asian art. They censor Asian creativity. Literally censoring Asian creativity. And you have journalists out there who are complaining about Japanese artwork and Japanese anime. It don't get racier than that. And then when it comes to lolly characters, they're racist to that as well. Here's the reality. People who are 5 feet tall. His name. Midgets exist, okay? Midgets exist, okay? Midgets exist. Truth be told, midgets do exist, okay? And honestly, most women don't have big breasts, okay? Okay? And honestly, the Japanese animators, right? They've been having increasing the breast size of lollies lately. They've been doing that. They've been showing them mature size lollies. And these lolly characters are like 18 and 21 and 22 and 23, 25 and 30. Most of them are actually older than that. Hell, most of them are like 1,000 years old. It's fantasy. It's cartoon. It's not real. It's a fantasy anime. It's not real. Okay? But what I'm trying to say is this, okay? The far left has been racially attacking the Japanese people, have been racially attacking the Korean people, and have been racially attacking the Chinese people. Okay? And they say, "Oh no, we're not. You're lying. You're not understanding us. We're trying to appropriate their culture. You don't live in Japan. You don't live in Korea. You don't live in China. You don't live in Thailand. You don't live in Vietnam. You don't live in none of these Asian countries. You don't live in Singapore. You don't live in none of these Asian countries. So why would you culture appropriate something that is not even that you live in? Nor you don't understand. You don't understand the culture. You don't understand the way of art. You don't understand the way of the fantasy. You don't understand the way of the entertainment. If you don't understand it, why would you bother it? Don't tamper with it. Leave it alone and leave their stuff alone. It's theirs to use and just make. Just because if a country have a way of a cultural art thinking, doesn't mean for you to put it in. That doesn't mean for you to change the culture in the West. You know what you do? We've been doing it for years. We've been doing this for fucking years. Okay? You leave the art alone. If the art is mature, you know what you do, right? You put it on an adult network. Like a new person. And guess what? You rate the bitch TV 14 or TVMA. To tell the parents that the cartoon is too mature. Hell, Family Guy and Simpsons. You guys done already with this Family Guy and Simpsons. Futurama, same thing as well. If the episode is too mature for small audiences, you put a rating and you tell your kids, okay, and parents, you too, parents. If you see the rating, TV 14, TVMA, right, parents? If you see them TV 14 or TVMA, guess what? Tell your kids to go in a room. Easy. And guess what? If they leave the room, tell them they're grounded. Anyway. Leave Asia art alone, okay? Leave the Asian art alone. Leave the Asian anime alone. Leave Asia in period alone. Leave Asia alone. Let them do their thing and let them port what their work is. We will judge it. We will watch it and we will judge it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But I like it and let me watch it. Don't bother it. You don't like us messing with your stuff? Don't mess with my shit. Period. So leave Asia stuff alone. Leave it alone. Okay. Black folks. Okay? Now we go black folks, okay? White folks. Now these far left people has been racially stereotyping black folks for a long ass time. And guess what? It still hasn't changed. After after the civil rights movement, it still has not changed. They're still doing the same dumbass shit back in Jim Crow era. Hasn't changed yet. Nope. You know what they're doing? Guess what? Oh, guess what? You're black, right? Guess what? You become the first black woman to be in Lord of the Rings. You become the first black woman to be in Spider-Man. You become the first black woman to be in this and that and that. And oh, guess what? We're gonna make a first black princess and name it Princess and the Frog. And we're gonna change it and we're gonna make the setting to New Orleans and not Africa. Why you didn't make an African princess? Why you didn't make a cartoon African princess, Disney? Why you didn't make a first ever African princess in Africa, Disney? Just because you put someone who's black in a cartoon and say the first black princess in Princess and the Frog. No, African princess in Africa. Okay? Pocahontas is an Indian. She's a princess as well. She's an Indian princess in Native America. Where is an African princess in Africa? In Africa, you could make you could create a big utopia city in Africa setting in the Disney lore cartoon and make a beautiful African princess. But you didn't do that. You blew it. Instead you took place in New Orleans. That's why Princess and the Frog sucked. Because the reason why Princess and the Frog sucked because you set the setting to you set the location setting into New Orleans in the United fucking States of America. We just cannot we just cannot have our own thing, right? We just cannot have our own thing. We cannot have our own writing. Although I do like the one thing I like though, right? The one thing I do like was this. It was called Blue? It was this one movie they did. There's one movie they did. It was on made by Pixar. It was this black character, you know, the saxophone. Oh, Soul. Soul was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. But Soul was good. I like that one. But Disney has not been doing a very good job when it comes to giving black people their own platform and their own IP, nor giving them their own story, their own plot that is not related to the current IPs. They never have been a good job at doing that. They have never once been created a black lead character on their own IP. They've been shit at it. The only ones who've been doing that was Pixar. Pixar have been doing it. But Disney, no. No, they have not. DC, oh yeah, they not safe either. You wanna know they're not safe either? Where is Static Shock? Where is Static Shock? Static Shock is missing. Where's Static Shock at? They have not done a Static Shock movie yet. Live action Static Shock movie. And guess what? Static Shock was part of the Justice League as well. DC. Static Shock was part of the Justice League. Where is he? You need him as well. Instead of trying to make Black Superman, you should have made this one make Static Shock. The Black Green Lantern. Okay. Cyborg. Okay. Cyborg. Shit, there's another one. Wait, there's another black superhero, right, in DC? Shit. I don't remember the major ones. I know there's another one I forgot about. Oh, Black Panther. Black Panther's got. Oh, let me get to this right here, right? They say that here's a. Ouch. Twitter has issues. Okay, a couple of days ago, Twitter has issues about Batman being too rich, right? Where that he spent too much money on fighting against crime, right, and not giving money to the poor, right? Hey, jackasses, Black Panther is rich too. Matter of fact, Black Panther had more money than Batman. Black Panther was actually the richest man in Africa who had more money than Batman, dumbasses. So if you have an issue of Batman being rich, you have an issue of Black Panther being rich then. Stupid. You see, this is my point. You see, These leftist elitists don't know nothing about black culture, nor black characters, nor about black entertainment. They don't know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about it because all their life they've been watching Nanny They've been watching Nanny, Three's Company, been watching Chips, Madlock, and these crime TV shows, the military TV shows. They've been watching Lizzie McGuire a lot. Yes, they watch Lizzie McGuire. Hannah Montana. They've been watching Drinking Josh, iCarly, all the time. I love Drinking Josh, iCarly, by the way. I love Drinking Josh, iCarly. I love it. It's pretty fun show to watch. You know, other things. You know, like there's no like here's the thing. I used to watch when I first had cable, right, and started watching these other shows that they you know these rich people watch, right. I do like them. Matter of fact, if it weren't for cable, I wouldn't got to anime. You know, so win-win, right? So I used to watch like a lot of my shows, and some of these watch shows that's pretty good. Hell, I started liking Jim Carrey later on because I had cable later on. You know, something about Jim Carrey and all the other white actors who's really talented. You know, but other than that, you see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these elitists, they don't know nothing about culture. So they're mega racist. They're literally mega racist. And also another thing too also as well, right? Jews. Yes, I'm going for Jews now, right? Leftists are racist towards Jews as well. Because they call every Jew a Nazi. And it's really offensive when their family members went through the Holocaust. Someone's grandmother, someone's mother. You're gonna call someone a Jewish who's Jewish as a racist? Are you crazy? Do you know what their family been through? Are you gonna call someone Ukraine racist? Or you gonna call someone in so anyone who's white is racist? When there's different cultures around the world, there's Europe, there's UK, there's Europe is UK, but there's European people from the UK, Italian, Italy, Greece, Rome. Wait, Rome is Italy. What I'm talking about? Italy. But yeah, there's many other countries out there. Spain have a very, very dark history, by the way. Just saying, they have a very dark history. Very, very dark history. Anyway, these. Yeah, right. You know, hell. Some Chinese people and Japanese people and also Korean people, right? Guess what? They're white too. So they are they racist? I don't think so. Color don't matter. And why the hell would you insult a Jewish person anyway? Oh, he's making too much goddamn money. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting right now. Anyway, that's all to say, okay? So, I'm not a fan when Amazon have these mandates. Honestly, these companies needs to remove these mandates so that these directors and all these talented people in the industry can do their thing. But guess what? If you don't, guess what happens? They're gonna go to Ben Shapiro. And guess what? Ben Shapiro is going to bury all of you. Because you're stubborn.
You found me.
Truth be told.
One moment I was fighting a demon, and the next I was here.
Alright, let's go.
I'm worried about the people here.
But yeah, other than that, Amazon, don't touch people's shit. Period. And that ain't just go for Amazon as well. It goes for all corporations. All these Hollywood movies.
Now is the time to retaliate.
Oh yeah, let's go to the game. Anyway, it's not fair red here. It's not fair red. I just gotta save some points there, you know what I'm saying?
Now is the time to retaliate.
Alright, you're back, guys. Oh, okay.